What's going on YouTube? It's 3zinferno. So I'm taking a break from studying right now. My test is tomorrow, so wish me luck on that. But right here I'm going to show you my deck profile of Gallis agents. This is a really good deck. I've been practicing with it. I came back for turn one. I was playing on Dual Network, and the guy first turn went Beast, Shien, Grandmaster Kizan on me, and I came back from that without Trigodi or Gores. So I went like Milf Gallis Star Beast, Milda Dark, and then Venus, Gachi Gachi, Leviathan into Leviathan pitch Venus, then BLS, and then things like that. It just went crazy. So there's a lot of good plays in this deck. You have the FTK potential. You have 3 Gallis, 2 Birdmen, and 2 Dooms. Doom's really good. Even people have been asking me if it's a dead draw or not. I mean, it can be a dead draw, but it also makes Tour Guide more live. Instead of like Tour Guide into Tour Guide only, or Tour Guide into Tsang, you can Tour Guide into Doom and still have viable options in your deck or to draw more outs for Tour Guides. So now instead of, if you ran only Tsang and 3 Tour Guides, you'd only have Tour Guides effect twice. But if you have Dooms in there, you can use all 3 Tour Guides to get different targets, which is really useful sometimes. You just need that, the power to do that. Then the Gallis play sets up for really good things, like if you can go Special Striker into Special Gallis, a Star Beast, that makes it Natura Beast, and then you can go off and do a lot of things from there too. The Werewolves help a lot too. It helps for extra layer defense. It also works with TG Striker to make a Wonder Magician. The fairy lineup's sort of stable to me. The one thing is, I thinned it out a lot. I took out 1 Christia, 1 Hyperion, 1 Earth for dead draws. I was talking to Leon about this, and thanks for the help on this. I took out an Earth because he was right though. The only thing I really do with Earth is to get Venus. I mean, there's not too many other times I can use it. It can be that useful. And after taking out 1 Hyperion and 1 Christia for early game dead draws, I felt like this was way better. Then you have your 2 Trigodi and your Gores, which is staple. 1 BLS, 1 Chaos Sorcerer is just right. Chaos Sorcerer is really useful because people are always thinking about BLS, but they're not really thinking about Chaos Sorcerer. I mean, yeah, they're always thinking about BLS, but don't really remember, like, oh, there's a Chaos Sorcerer I have to deal with too. And Chaos Sorcerer and Caius are really played because of Gen X Ally Birdman, and you guys know one of my favorites, Locomotion Gen X. I've sort of hidden the side deck and extra deck because I want you guys to sort of work that out, see what you guys come up with, and talk to me about it personally. I've been working on the side deck a lot, and it's really good. I've been playing with it, and I haven't lost really yet on Dual Network, even to people I know. So it's actually a really good build. 2 Herald and 1 Veiler is just right. 3 Herald is too much, and 2 Veilers. The one thing I don't like is playing against the Dark Worlds. Playing Dark Worlds with more than 1 Veiler. That's why I only use 1 Veiler right now. Otherwise, I'd be using more. Then, of course, you have your 1 Honest. 3 Max C's, I think, is sort of a necessity right now. Especially if someone, let's say I go first and I have Venus, drop a Shine Ball, and then they Max C. So it's like, crap, I have to stop. But then my Max C will stop them from going off too before I can set up. So it's pretty useful. Then you have your 2 Earths, 3 Tour Guides, 2 Trigodia, and then my 1 Thunder King main deck. Because a lot of decks main deck Thunder King now. So I sort of need something to fight against that. Also, another point on Doom I just remembered I had to talk about was Doom is also good when your opponent has Thunder King out. What happens is, let's say I had Torgan into Tsang, go. And then this guy goes, summon Thunder King, attack over Tsang. I'm like, okay. And then he goes, go ahead. And I'm like, what do I do? I'm like, okay, draw. I'm like, alright, reveal Gallis Star Beast, Mill. What was it? Something like a Herald or something. He's like, okay. It was a light. And I was like, okay, now what can I do? Like, summon Doom. He's like, okay. And then I special Chaos Sorcerer, and he's like, negate. I'm like, okay. your Thunder King dies. He's like, why? It's like, well, Doom negates its effect. Because Doom negates all Lightning Dart monster's effect to activate in the main phase. So he lost because of that. So that was pretty amazing. Like, Doom stopped that. Another point that, about the last time I talked about this deck. So this was a misunderstanding. Doom does not get its effect when it's special summoned by Torghast, because Torghast negates its effect. What it doesn't, Torghast doesn't negate is the condition where Doom has to reveal a Fiend type, because it's a condition, not an effect. This was mistaken because of some sarcasm on this Facebook chat that we were talking, and he was being sarcastic, and I took it seriously. He was like, yeah, dude, that makes this the best deck. He was being super sarcastic with me, and it's hard to tell on text, not in person. So obviously I was like, are you sure? It's like, yeah, man, yeah. Now I'm reading it sarcastically. So so I put it in my video, but sorry about that. But the combo's still really good. There's a lot of plays in this deck. It's really explosive. You can start off with like nothing. Like, it looks like not that much, but it'll go off. Like, there's a little tricky stuff you can do. Like, let's say you need a level 3 Exceed, and you only have Werewolf and Birdman. I mean, use normal summon Werewolf, then you bounce it back to your hand to special Birdman, and then once Birdman special summon, you can special Werewolf. So that's sort of tricky. Some people don't know about that. Then Gallis, of course. You can even do double Gallis and Birdman in your hand. You can make a Trishula, so you can go Gallis, mill a card, Gallis, mill a card, Birdman, bounce one of the Gallises back, Gallis, mill a card again. So you mill 3 cards off the top of your deck, which can open up plays for Hyperion, Christia, BLS, Chaos Sorcerer, even, and then make a Trishula, and you've burned them for 3 cards. So it's actually really good. Like, it sets up a lot of things, and people don't really see it coming. They're like, oh my goodness, I didn't even see that. There's a lot of ways to make Trishula too. TG Striker into Venus into 2 Shine Balls. Birdman into Venus. Venus into 3 Shine Balls, and then Birdman to Venus back. Things like that. So there's just a lot of explosive plays that the original agents don't really have, because they're so linear and one-dimensional. This one's less one-dimensional. It's really like, you don't know what's going to hit you, so you have to always be prepared against this deck. So I really recommend you guys try this out. Try out your own side deck. I'll give you one hint. One of mine is Breaker, and there's a Chimera Tech. And try out your own extra deck and see what you guys think and how you guys like it best. Alright, thanks guys. 3zinferno signing out.